Now I am coming to the fifth stanza. Thus hermit like his life he leads not nor partner of his banquet needs, and if he meets one, only meets he feeds the faster. So thus hermit like means it's a naturally the poet wants to compare the life of the snail with that of a hermit. Why? Because he can understand that snail is living a life of a hermit, as he has no connection with the human world, or as he has no connection with any kind of emotions. He is very self-sufficient. He leads a very self-sufficient like a hermit, and a hermit lives alone. He feeds himself. He is satisfied with whatever he gets, and he is concerned with only himself, nor any other one or any other thing. So similarly, the snail is also concerned about himself. It leads a very simple, satisfied life, and it is very happy to be his own whole treasure, and it lives alone, and he leads the life of a hermit. Nor partner of his banquet he needs. So whenever he is feeding, he does not need anyone else with him, because he is alone. He knows how much he will beat, and he does that. And if he meets anyone, if he meets any other snail, what happened? He only feeds the faster. So he only started to feed faster. He eats faster. He does not want to share anything with anyone, and he knows he is concerned of his own eating, and he is self-sufficient. So he collects his own food and he starts eating his own food. So he is not concerned about what? He is not concerned about anyone else. Okay? So he leads, means his life is like a hermit, as the hermit is detached from the outside world, outside worldly pleasures or outside worldly interference. Similarly, the snail is also detached from the rest of the world, and it is also leading a life in a very simple manner, and it is not concerned of any kind of worldly affairs. So the snail is quite satisfied, quite self-sufficient and happy. A hermit is also a very happy person and self-contained person, because he also does not have any connection of the world, but he still loves his own life, and he still loves his nature, and he is satisfied to be there. He has only connection with the nature. So who seeks him must be worse than blind. He and his house are so combined. If finding it, he fails to find its master. So who seeks him? Means whoever searches a snail, what happens? The person can't spot it out, or the person can't notice it, or the person can't detect the snail. Why? Because the snail and its house are so attached with each other that they can't be separated. They are completely inseparable. That's why the person with normal eyesight who is going to search for the snail will not be able to find the snail. As a result, the poet has pointed out that person is worse than blind. Means a blind cannot see, but a person with normal eyesight is also unable to detect or notice the snail when it is inside the shell, and shrinking inside the shell, and it is so attached with its shell, and it is completely inseparable. So if finding it, he fails to find its master. Suppose he will find the shell, but inside the shell, whether the animal is there or not, he will not be able to find. Sometimes whenever the snail dies, the snail the body of the snails decomposed, but the shell remains. So if the shell is to be found out, the cannot be seen. The snail inside cannot be seen. So a person with normal eyesight is considered to be worse than blind. Means the person with normal eyesight also can't see, and it's natural the blind person will also not be able to see. So he is worse than the blind, because having sight also he can't see. Why he can't see? There is a weakness, because the snail and its house are so combined, means the snail and its house are completely inseparable. And so the blind person, the person with normal eyesight can't see, and it is quite natural for a blind person that he will not be able to see. If a person is successful in finding it, it may not find its master, because the snail has shrunk inside the shell and no one could take him out. And another thing is that suppose the snail has died, the shell remains, so the master is not there. So we can understand from the last two stanzas that the snail leads a life of a hermit. A hermit leads a very self-sufficient, self-satisfied life. Similar is the life of the snail. The hermit is not attached to the world. The snail is also not attached to the world. The snail is quite unhappy with human interference. Similarly, the hermit also keeps himself away from any kind of human interference. And in case of banquet, means in case of having a meal like a feast, the snail does not want any partner. He is quite satisfied to be his own partner, and he just feeds faster whenever he sees another snail there. And a person with normal eyesight cannot find a snail due to the thing is that due to cannot find a snail because the snail shrinks inside the shell, and the snail are inseparable. And the person with normal eyesight is considered to be blind because he cannot spot the snail out. So we can understand from this poem Snail that the poet has given a very minute details about the life of the snail, and he has closely watched how the snail moves, how the snail leads the life, and how does it has created an interest in the poet. So the few word meanings are there: banquet, an elaborate and formal evening meal for many; scent means a sage, and seek means searches. So here we can find it out that snail leads a life of a hermit, and and it is quite satisfied with its own treasure, and it is quite happy to lead a very self-sufficient life, and its life is quite appreciable because it is simple and tension-less, carefree life like a hermit. And also the snail cannot be spotted easily. So snail is quite a happy, self-sufficient creature. So it is an interesting poem related to the life of the snail. So I think you will like the poem.